performances, kind of everything that she's got going on. So it's definitely gonna be a vibe today, man. Make sure y'all get up, go ahead and get strapped in. If y'all smoke, go ahead and roll up. If y'all drink, then go ahead and get that shit poured up. And we're gonna go ahead and get this joint rocking, man. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually hit y'all with a couple songs, and we're gonna come right back. So I'm gonna hit y'all with Collaborate, Soul, follow that up by We Ball, Dom Kennedy featuring Kendrick Lamar, and a little bit of Venom by Little Sims. So we will be right back. This is the Bus Stop Big Time Radio Network.
This is for my 7-day-a-week guys on they grind, niggas. Yeah. Sacrifice it all just so we can shine, niggas. Taking care of they kids on that 9 to 5, nigga. I made this here for you, cause you all mine, nigga. I don't stress over these hoes, I obsess over these flows. I may as well be messy.
All right, so I do have Real One, The Spot, Baddie. I think I had a couple other drinks too. Why is it doing that? I need this shit to catch up. Is there any other ones that you want me to play?
You want some more?
I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, you got stuff on YouTube? Well, more stuff on YouTube?
Yeah. Not your average is on there. Well, the whole Joker is on there. Joker.
Venom.
And then I got
There we go.
so you're gonna have to type. Oh, there we go. Go back up. Press the actual profile picture. Yeah. I'm gonna send you the let me do that now.
Alright, cool. Say it again.
Let me send you the thing.
Venom. Alright, I'm about to come back. You ready?
Did you see that email? My bad. I emailed it to you.
Alright, I'm gonna check in just a second.
I'm ready.
And that was Venom by Little Sims. And with Little Sims, I don't know if y'all have ever seen, what's the show? Top Boy. She actually played Shelly in that series. Incredibly dope series. Incredibly dope actress and incredibly dope rapper. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. I haven't played that joint in a minute. But we are back, y'all. This is the Bus Stop Big Time Radio Network. And I got my special guest in the building. She's actually been on with Big Time Radio Network before. She's been a guest on Lunchtime and actually sat in as a co-host on Lunchtime, which is on Big Time Radio Network Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. featuring myself, Raw Diamond Danny, G Money. You already know I got to drop the plugs in there. But yeah, I want y'all to welcome to the bus stop for the first time. She's taking that good ride, riding that good passenger seat, smoking that good bud, drinking that good drink on the bus with the bus stop with the bus driver. Y'all welcome Paris Taylor. What's going on with you?
What's good, driver? What is going on?
Do me a favor. Make sure you speaking into that mic.
Hello.
Because I don't even get you over there. Try it again.
It was on earlier. Hello?
There we go.
There we go. I'm doing great. How you doing, driver?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Always down for a good ride, good vibe, good time.
Of course.
So let's get right into it, man. You recently premiered a video from your EP Joker, which is streaming everywhere right now. That was what song was that? And tell me about the song. And really, actually, no. Let's stop. Let me start from the beginning. I'm tripping, because although you've been on here before, there are people who haven't. You know what I'm saying? They might not have caught that show. So first and foremost, introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, what it is that you do, and all that good stuff.
Okay, guys. Well, this is Paris Taylor from Brooklyn, New York. I'm here in Richmond, Virginia. I love y'all town. Don't get it twisted, you know. New Yorkers, we can love other people's towns. But I dropped my EP Joke Her, and I had a release for the song Trippin'. I'm actually an entrepreneur, also a music artist, just trying to get my messages out into the world for other people to hear, for men or women that can relate to what I have going on or had going on in my present or past life. I just want people to relate and to come together and be good and spread positivity.
So I know we're definitely going to get into the music, but I know you said that you're an entrepreneur as well. What are some of the other things you do outside of music?
Well, I do have my small business. It's called Tech With Yourself. It is a brand that it stands for remove yourself from the negative energy and to put something positive into it. And basically, what that means is what it says. It's just basically, if you're in a negative situation, instead of just putting yourself down deeper into that situation, think of the bright side. Like how people always say, "Oh, look at the bright side." Yeah, for real. Look at the bright side, because there are so many people in this world that's going through way worse things than you are, or can't even get to where you are right now. So just be grateful for what accomplishments you have accomplished, and put more positivity in the world, because somebody else might reciprocate it. Reciprocation is very, very well needed in this world, and a lot of people don't sit and think of that sometimes. Everybody wants, but you have to put in what you want to get.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
So was there like a moment for you where like when you came up with that name, like you was just kind of like sitting trying to come up with names and it just kind of hit you, or like kind of how did that?
The name started off to be Veranda. Veranda is like the balcony, and why I came up with that first was because I remember this moment when I was younger, and I was standing on a balcony, and which we call Veranda back home in Jamaica. And I always visualized myself doing things in the world and doing things for others. Since I was a young girl, I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give back. And in some type of way, shape, or form, it could be with anything. Even when I was doing my dancing, I thought, okay, well, I'm still thinking in the later future to open like a dance therapy kind of studio. Because I feel like art is a way of expressing yourself, and it also helps you through certain traumatic experiences that you go through in life. Not everybody will look at certain things that they go through in their life as a traumatic experience. They just look at it, oh, that's just life, and they keep pushing, which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you need to stop and smell the roses, or smell the coffee, or however you like to put that.
Whatever you want to smell.
Smell
what you need to smell to kind of slow down.
Smell what you need to smell to get up. and just realize, okay, look, this is what I need to do. Just correct yourself. And that's what I try to do with everybody around me that I'm surrounded with, is let's help each other correct each other, because we're not all perfect.
I dig that. I definitely dig that. So, what are some of the products that you sell? Like, and even with that, like, I know you have candles and candles, a couple other things.
Of course, we gotta have scents. Scents have a lot to do with how the body reacts too. So, I do have candles. I have incense. I'm actually coming out with some perfume.
Okay.
Very soon, very, very soon. But I sell candles, incense, clothes, household items, anything you could think of, everything you come up with. All I'm gonna do is make it and stamp it with my.
Put that logo on it. I dig it. So is it like that New York kind of, I guess, hustle or like mentality that kind of has you in all these different avenues?
I think it is. I very much think so, because wherever I do go, other places, they're like, "Damn, girl, how much things you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, shoot, I know people back in New York doing more than what I'm doing." But I think it comes from that, and as well coming from an immigrant family as well. Okay.
Because I don't know. I know I'm a little bit older than you are, so I don't know if you've ever seen, what is it, In Living Color?
Yes.
And then there was the one skit that they had with the Jamaican, and he was talking about, hey, man, I got 12 jobs. You know what I'm saying?
That's so true. It's so true. Like, we laugh at it, but it's true, because my mom, when she first came to the United States, I remember I barely saw her. Like, my grandmother was my mother, because my mom was working like 4+ jobs, trying to make sure she could make ends meet and have a savings account and be able to work on getting her green card. So Yeah, it do be like that. You gotta come out here to the United States and work like and when I went back home not too long ago, there was a police officer. I was shocked to hear what he was saying. A police officer that I asked, I was like, how much do you make out here or whatever? Because they all looking for somebody to help them with a visa to make money in the United States. They want to do the same thing they're doing, but they want to do it in the United States because they're saying they're pulling too many hours and they're not getting anything.
Right, not getting enough money for it.
Yeah, and they're tired. What they're supposed to do, keep coming and kill themselves, and what their family left with, nothing. So I kind of, it's funny, but it does have to do. It's a Caribbean thing.
So all right, so you were born.
I was born in the United States, but I was raised in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess what was that? Because I kind of feel like this is something that's not necessarily talked about enough, and I feel like we've had this conversation before, where it's like going from Jamaica and then like saying like you kind of essentially raised in Jamaica and then come into the United States. What was that transition like for you? Like, because I kind of feel like that's like a story that we don't necessarily hear a lot about like those kids that kind of have to make that transition.
Right.
Like, what was that like for you growing up?
It was scary. I could say it was scary because I didn't know what the heck was going on. I just knew that I was in a place and I had to do certain things. But I could say the culture-wise, it was shocking for me because us children in Caribbean islands, we're taught very, not harsh, I don't want to say harsh, but we're taught a different way than a lot of the children here in the United States are raised. And I think it was for best. Like, we see a little pow-pow here and there. I don't want to say beating because it's not a beating. We wasn't slaves.
Right.
We weren't skin tearing off or nothing. We were...
You kind of got it when you were supposed to.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
we were supposed to get what we were supposed to. And we learned at early ages. Like, I've learned how to wash my clothes by hand at the age of 2 or 3. I've watched how to cook around the age of 2 or 3.
So your parents said, you can walk?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead and carry these groceries.
I was going to school and everything at an early age. And coming to America, there was a lot of kids didn't know how to do shit. And it was just like, and in the way they spoke to their parents, it was like, you answer back? Because if we answer back, we getting our ass whipped. Like,
so you just gotta just go and do whatever it is.
It was just very culture shocking for me, and eventually, of course, as my mom and my father, rest his soul, used to say, "You Americanized now. You became like these Americans. Well, you brought me here."
Right. So what do you expect?
Yeah.
If you wanted me to stay, with my Jamaican, roots and vibe, then right, you should let me stay in Jamaica. Like, that's kind of how that go. Because the beaches here are cool, but there's nothing like Jamaica.
Better.
So
Food much better. Food much better.
I can definitely dig that. All right, so that transition from the United States to Jamaica, back to the United States. I know that, like you said, it was a culture shock. I guess with music, like, when did you kind of discover like your love for like music, and when did you kind of be like, this is something that I'm actually interested in, it's something I really want to do?
A lot of people might see my shy side, so they know, oh yeah, Taylor's shy, she's a sweet girl. Like, I am a shy person. A lot of people that do know me closely be like, what? No, but I am a shy person. So since I was young, I just felt like my emotions and my thoughts came out better on paper. And that's how I used to communicate with my mom. It was hard for me to communicate with my mom like that as well because, I told you she had a lot of jobs, so she wasn't really home. So the times that I was going to bed, that's when she was coming in. So I would leave notes. And from that, I started saying, you know what, let me start writing some poems. And I was very young when I started writing the poems. And then people in my family already love music. I'm always hearing music. So I started putting 2 and 2 together. And when I hear like little empty spaces of beats, especially my stepfather, shout out to him. My stepfather used to play a lot of instrumentals, and he was from the West Coast. So it was a lot of instrumental stuff with stuff from the West Coast, like beats and things. And I used to sit there and just be putting words together, and it didn't make sense. But then eventually I'll go back and I'll fix it, and I'll be like, oh shoot, that's my song right there. And that's when I came up with the name Little Tay.
Okay. So that was the first rap name.
And then I was like, oh nah. And then I started doing the modeling, so I changed it to Paris Taylor. I still kept my Taylor name because Taylor is my government name. So yeah.
Bus stop exclusive. we got the government bus stop exclusive. All right.
But yeah.
So that's dope. So just kind of from poetry that kind of just transitioned into
making my own music.
Okay.
And that's why I say when people ask me what genre do you do, I do everything. You haven't heard everything yet, but I do everything.
Okay.
If you were to send me a country beat right now, I'd be like, okay, cool. As long as it sounds dope and I could add my own little mixes on it, I could do it.
I can kind of see that though. Like, I mean, it's I feel like it's, of course, it's being kind of done now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, you know, it absolutely works. I think that should be like a thing. Yeah, it really, because I mean, like a hip hop, like country. Yeah. Because I mean, of course, like when it comes down to it, black people invented everything. So it's not like, you know, we kind of taken from, you know, any specific like genre. But like, yeah, I think that would be dope. Like, you know, I mean, because I kind of feel like Nelly kind of started that whole thing, but like the kind of hip hop country thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say it on air. Country Grammar is an underrated album, top to bottom. I love that album. I'm telling you, like, top to bottom, the skits, everything. Like, I thought the shit was fire.
And I was just talking about doing skits and stuff the other day. I'm like, when we were growing up, a lot of music had movie-like skits, and you don't see that too much around. And if you do, it don't be no good.
Right. It's not like, and I feel like it's been a minute since I've heard like good ones, the ones that like. That really kind of stuck out for me. Damn, see, that's a good.
Stuck on the screen.
Ooh. Okay, so Kanye West, was that College Dropout? I want to say the Five Broke joint was College Dropout, or was that Late Registration? Either way, like it was the skits were
unbelievable.
It was that, but it was like a story almost. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was individual skits, but at the same time, like it's a
story that pieced together.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think we don't get that enough nowadays. And then like kind of albums that give a whole story. I will say this till the day that I die, and unless somebody makes a better album. Like R&B wise, Confessions is one of my favorite albums, top to bottom.
Yes.
Because you get a complete story.
Yes.
From the beginning to end.
Everybody was waiting on that album just to hear about what happened with him and this girl.
And it was. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was well put together, well.
Thought out.
Yeah. It was very, very well done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I do appreciate like a good skit, or you know what I'm saying, just an album. Yeah, like a good storyline, because I kind of feel like.
It makes the imagination go with everything.
Absolutely.
And that's the goal as an artist. I don't know about any other artists, but I know artists like Usher, that's the goal. Like the goal is to have the crowd infatuated with you. You want them to be like, oh my God, that was dope.
And really like engage
want them to come, engage with them and want them to come back for more. So that when they hear about the next album or the next video coming out, everybody's
and that's the thing, like I think that is the beauty of so many artists, man. Like I had a gentleman on a couple weeks ago, Michael Millions, and it was kind of like having the realization that you have some fans that your music has changed their lives. You know what I'm saying? It may have been that one song, that one line, where it's like, well, damn, I thought about doing this, but I heard this, and I'm not gonna do this, or you know what I'm saying? It kind of got me out of the situation. That's the power of art and music and just that creative community, period.
Exactly.
Kind of knowing that, like, what does that do for you as an artist? Like, you know, just knowing, like, you know what I'm saying, some of the stuff that you've made, you're listening that, like, reaction, that kind of feeling from people. Like, what does that do for you as an artist?
It's crazy because I was talking to my best friend about me having a dream the other day, and when I interpreted the dream myself, it was talking about me taking my power. I remember how I was talking about how I'm very shy. So sometimes I might not speak my feelings. So with me doing the music, it's like, yeah, I let it out. You know, I'm letting people that may know me or may not know me or want to get to know me, they know what type of person I am just from me saying whatever I said on that track or that EP or album or mixtape or whatever it is that I'm on or featuring on. When you hear my lines or my bars, you will hear a piece of me, of what I'm going through, what I'm feeling. And for me to know that the audience is hearing it, just like I said, like my story out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you don't know me, you're going to get to know me. I'm gonna let you get to know me. So live my life with me, go on this journey with me, pay attention. I want the criticism, I want the bad ones, I want the good ones, I want all of that, because that's why I'm putting myself on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving myself and sharing myself with you guys, and I'm gonna enjoy doing it.
I can definitely do that. I can definitely do that. So, all right. So thus far, everybody get into some of your music in a minute. Do you have? I feel like I might wait on this question. I don't know. What's like? What's one of your favorites? What's one of your favorites? Like, if you're doing a show somewhere, you got your like playlist. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, you know what I'm saying, what you plan on performing for the night. This song has to be on there. What song would that be for you?
I have two.
Okay.
So that's Baddie, because a lot of people, I get a lot of good feedback on that, and even though y'all need to be twerking ass for me, but anyways, the other one would be Not Your Average.
Okay.
Like I said, I have some messages in there for certain people, and they know who they are, and if they hear the story and they pay attention, they would know that, oh, okay, well, that's how she felt, you know, and maybe they'll back off, or maybe they'll come and approach me in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
In a
Okay.
positive
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's cool. All right.
in a positive way, guys.
As long as you come with love, yeah.
Because although I might have said some things that might had made somebody, you know, hit somebody's soft spot, it's me speaking facts about how I felt and that I never said in that moment that we were together. Like I said, I'm a shy person, so I might say something to you like, okay, well, I don't want to talk to you no more, and I want to explain to you at the moment.
Gotcha.
And then I disappear, and then, okay, well, you hear my song, or maybe I will explain myself when I see you again, or whatever.
But see, I think that's what's so dope though, because I always say, like, if as a person, like, I'm not, I can freestyle a little bit. I'm not really the best singer, but I love art and music and all of that. So it's kind of like, if I don't necessarily have the words, like, I know that there's a song somewhere by somebody that's saying exactly what it is that I want to say. So, you know, and it's kind of like knowing, like, you know, that's kind of like what your process is when you're making songs. It's like, you know, it's something that, of course, is what you want to say, but it may have been difficult for you to actually say it, so you had to write it down. And like I said, it's so many people that are like that. Like, I know, you know, what it is that I want to say, or what it is, you know, kind of how I want to convey this. I just can't put the words together. I might have to write it down. I might have to find something, you know, that I kind of get that point across. So
you're right.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And that's really dope. But like I said, I like that. That's taken into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's really dope. Really dope.
Of course, yes.
So let's go ahead and get into one of your songs real quick then. So I went to play Baddie first. So tell me about this song, kind of.
Baddie. I came up with this song in the bathroom when I was doing my cleaning job. Because I know I'm a beautiful woman, and I was just getting a lot of attention that I might not didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was cute. It was like, okay. But then some people got a little aggressive, and it was like, okay, like, I know I'm beautiful, but just because I'm being nice to you, let me say this one more time. You have no interest. I have no interest with your interest in me, and this is what we're doing. And I didn't want to come out and say it, but it was somebody I was working with. I ain't gonna get too close to the person on live here, but I ain't gonna put them out like that. But yeah, it was just like, okay, bro, we working together, and I'm telling you, you're making me uncomfortable. And he just kept trying and kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. Although I'm telling him I'm involved with somebody, I'm like, all right, listen, if I ever do step out or want to deal with somebody like you, you don't have to pay me some coins. I'm not going to be just sitting there and enjoy my time with you. Why? I'm not the one that asked for the time.
Well, damn. Okay. And there's that. All right, so we're going to hit y'all with this joint. This is Paris Sailor, Batty.
What's in this right there? He was big mad. Time is money. That's a fact. Time is money and money is time. If it ain't getting on me, I can't focus.
What up, though? What up, though? What's going on, y'all? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope y'all got y'all drink poured up, y'all smoke rolled up. You already know how we do.
I just wanted to touch my body, touch my body. Okay, stay in my body. I just wanted to touch my body, touch my body. That's the fact that I was in the bathroom cleaning and talking to my best friend on the phone. And then I just started singing. And I'm like, because I said, the line I said to her was, yeah, how you figure I just want him all up on me like that? I said, oh, wait, that's a line. That is a line. Let me start a song.
And there it is. I'm going to go real one. And then coming back after this one. What's the other song that you were saying that would be one of your favorites? It was Batty and
Not Your Average.
Did you let's see. Because I think I just got Real One was the only one that came through. Looks like. Hold on.
Check your email one more time.
Oh, that would be why. Got you.
Is it there?
Yep.
Oh no, not that. Well, you could play that one too.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, something else. Okay, got you. Alright, I'm gonna get to that. And that was Real One, Paris Taylor. All right, so with that one, because since we kind of went right from Baddie into Real One, tell me about that one. Like, how did that? What was well, of course, we kind of know what the concept is, but like, what was that kind of inspirational moment for this one?
The picture actually inspired me. The picture on the Real One cover inspired me to do that song. When I looked at myself, I'm like, this is like an album cover type thing. And then I was like, all right, what song? I just stared at the picture like as if I were painting a picture, because I paint as well.
Okay, wait, hold on. We got to make sure we're keeping up now. All right, so rapper.
Yes, I do paint.
Painter, entrepreneur, dancer, multi-hyphenate. What else we got? Actor, superhero. What else? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
Supermom, everything.
You model as well.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, all right. That's we at least up to 6, 7. Okay. All right.
Probably more, but let's continue. Yeah. So the picture on the album inspired me, and it kind of put me into. You ever heard that song from Ashanti called what's the name of the song? Movies. Was it? I wanna be like those girls in the movies. Ever heard that?
I'm gonna find it.
Make some drums on his knees. That song, I thought of that. And then I thought of some old time-ish thing, and I just thought about films and cameras and all that cool stuff. And I was like, okay, well, it's gonna be called Real One.
And real spell REEL as in.
Yes,
okay.
as in the camera.
Clever.
Yes, that one right there.
So I guess out of I guess all the things that you do, what was like your first love? Like, was it dancing? Was it music? Was it, poetry? Like, what was kind of like the thing that you fell in love with first? Okay.
It's still my love. That was my first love, my true love. It used to be my only love, but of course, dance and music kind of connects, and that's how I was able to get certified to become a dance teacher in high school. I got certified. I did the state test, and the guy was there teaching us stuff, and they had the lady came in, and she was doing what they call it, the physical part of the test, and she gave you 3 words: angry, happy, sad, mad, and I forgot it was some other words. It was more than 3 words. I forgot what the hell else she said, but she said come up with some movements with those words. We did that. Then she did that without music. Then she put some jazzy type thing on that us kids ain't listening to, and was like, use those words, movements, and put them together, and let me see what you got. So that's what I did. And when I was finished, she looked at me and she said, that was beautiful. What made you do that? I said, you gave me some words. I thought about how I would feel if I was feeling like any type of those emotions. And I actually put myself in situations to feel, in my head, to feel those emotions and put them in movements. And she was like, that is what art is.
And I just had a thought of like, I mean, it is. Because just thinking acting wise, like you have to do the same thing when you're acting. You know what I'm saying? You have to put yourself in that situation, in that emotion, that feeling, in order to properly convey it like you want to.
Right.
And damn, that's the same thing with dance. I never really thought about. Okay, all right, never thought about that.
Yes.
I mean, because and that's the thing. Like, I've taken dance classes, and I went to performing arts high school, so it was kind of like, I guess I better understand like those aspects.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said that, because I have some of my old dance colleagues up on here. Hey guys, but I'm glad you said that, because there's a lot of guys that got criticized in high school for trying it, just to try the art of it, just to see, because there are guy stuff that you can do as a alpha male, as a straight male. There's things you can do in there. Look at Chris Brown, okay? Like,
and that's one thing I wish I would took more advantage of the dance, but yeah.
He's done ballet before. In order to do those movements he's doing, and to have the flexibility that you're looking for
the pirouettes
in any dance form, you're going to have to learn how to stretch those bodies and those bones in ballet. A lot of football players.
I was just about to say that. Take ballet, and it makes sense because,
Exactly.
I mean, coordination, balance, like all it absolutely makes sense.
It teaches you to discipline your body in a way. And it's like when you went to work out, and then every day, if you keep doing it, after a while, it's like, okay, you don't really feel the pain as much because your body's so used to it. It's the same thing.
I can dig it. So, like, what got you started, like, in dance then? Like, what was, like, that?
Ooh, being
with
in
dance being
Jamaica
your
and
first
being around
love.
all them people winding up around me. And always hearing music. Like, my family always music. That's why now when I started getting older and the music started to decrease in the household, I was the one trying to keep it in there. Like, no, like, what happened? Music is a very big influence. Like, it can tone everybody's mood in your home.
Absolutely.
Everybody's
Absolutely.
mood. So you want to be careful what you play, and you want to play music in your home because it's going to create that energy level that you need for whomever you're living with. Even if you're living by yourself, you want to create that energy around yourself to feel that comfortability and free of mindness where you at. So I mean, I don't want to get too spiritual and shit off the bat.
All right, so what are some of the songs that, like, growing up that you remember, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of helped to shape, like, your musical taste? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have, like, any, like, songs specifically that you remember were like, yo, like, I really like this? I mean, regardless of genre.
Simma. Who got the
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my, the girls and sugar, yo. People look at me like, you know how old you was when I know how old I was when it came out. I remember when it first came out, that's all you heard on the streets. Like, me and my friends get picked up from school in Jamaica, and people like, damn, you remember? Yeah, I remember. I remember, like, a lot of good memories cannot be forgotten unless you want to forget them.
And I think that's once again, that's the beauty of music, though. Like,
yes,
I can, certain songs I know
music
I can hear.
will take you back.
Yeah. And you remember exactly where you were, what you were doing, like, everything, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's so dope about really just creatives and, like, kind of being able to see, excuse me, in some situations, like, the creative process. Because it's like, bro, like, this is something, like, I'm never going to forget. Like, there are certain songs, and I've said this on the show before, that I've seen perform live. And anytime I hear it on my playlist, it always takes me back to that time that I saw it perform live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I remember, like, exactly what was going on. And I said this a couple weeks ago, like, one of my favorite examples is the song Stick by Dreamville. J. Cole, J.I.D., you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of cats on there. And I went to Dreamville last year, and J. Cole couldn't remember his verse because that was his first time performing it live. So he's like, oh, yeah, you know, J.I.D., J, you got to help me with this. So J gives him the first part of his verse. Cole rips that shit. So anytime I hear that song and I know Cole's verse about to come on, I always hear, yo, J, help me out with this before. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, but like I said, it's just the beauty of music and kind of like,
it brings people together. It brings oneness around you. It's just so magical.
Yeah.
Music is very magical, and I've instilled it in my kids, and I love it. Because
that's what's up.
Every time music comes on, my daughter is dancing. My son is the same way. He loves singing. She loves singing. So it's like, okay, yeah, I did that.
Okay, so with that, what are some of the songs that you played for them that you found are like some of their favorite songs?
People probably be like, what kind of parent are you? But I've played all my songs around my children because I critique myself. So, and my kids are around me. So when I do listen to my songs, and they're there and they're hearing it, they're dancing. They're having a good time. And they're like, My son's like, yeah, Mom, I like that part right there. So, and before I had my daughter, my son was like still is my number one fan. Like, I used to take him to the studio with me, video shoots, all that. He still come like to video shoots and stuff with me, but like, he's just very, what's the word? Not inquisitive, but curious. He's very curious as to what his mom could do with music. And then when he does hear the the result, he's like, "That's you for real, mom?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's really good."
That's what's
Like
up.
he can't imagine. He's like, "Damn, that's my mom." But it makes me feel good.
That's what I was actually like. What is that feeling like? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's something that not only that you love doing, but like you know, that like your son is old enough to kind of appreciate what it is that you're doing.
He's 12. He's gonna be 13. Oh my god. But yeah,
Good luck with that. Good luck. You're gonna be cracking sheets and all of that. Yep. Good luck.
Shoot, he be listening to some songs that I be like, oh my god. I had to tell him a few artists is like, no, I don't want you hearing them. I don't want to see it in your phone, on your laptop, or your TV, nowhere, because the things that they say is like, okay, we know that that's there, but you know the kind of people that's listening to your music, and I feel like people need to do a better marketing job when it comes to this music stuff, because okay, you can have your adult side of yourself. You can have that. I'm not saying don't do that, because that's where the money is at. But then you want to indulge yourself in children's view.
I think it's just more like I think a lot of it is timing for me. Like, and when I say that, I mean like, I don't necessarily want to hear the word pussy for real at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not, like, and it's not, and I love pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's not get it twisted. Like, I love it, but like, I don't necessarily, like, I'm just waking up. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's like, bro, like, whoa. And maybe, I don't know if it's me getting older, like what it is, but it's like, it's just certain stuff it's a little,
I remember growing
it's abrasive early.
Hearing
like,
curses at all.
Yeah.
On the radio. Like, we've had nasty songs. We ain't know what the fuck they were saying, because they wasn't. It
was bleeped out, or you know what I'm saying?
It was bleeped out, or they did what they did to make it sound nice, and we didn't know what the hell they was talking about. We just knew that the beat was good, the music sounded good, the person was delivering it the right way.
Sonically it sounded good. Like, we ain't necessarily know what's going on, but it felt good to our ears.
Clean.
Yeah.
It was still, it was dirty, but it was still clean.
Not kids about clean, but you know what I'm saying? It was still clean, you know. So yeah, I think I think, like I said, it's a timing thing for me, man. Like, even as like, okay, so here's my example, and I kind of feel bad, but like, the Ass remix, Big Sean with Nicki Minaj.
Okay. Her
verse, it was just like, I think I was in like a party or something, and that shit came on, and I was like, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say offended, but it was a little abrasive for the time, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's
with her shit sometimes. I'd be like, damn girl, you have to deliver it like
right,
that.
like, and it's, I mean, you know, in the right time and place, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of, you know, it's I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I'm getting older, and I'm trying to make sure I don't turn into like that crotchety old man either. Like, you know. Like, telling the kids to get off my lawn and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that guy.
I be feeling like that too.
You know.
Like, I'm like, damn, I'm
okay, so I'm sorry, and I'm gonna let you get back to what you're saying. Anytime I see groups of unattended like teenagers, I get nervous.
Why?
Because it's like, and it could be black, white, whatever. Because they're children, like 14, 15. Because I always feel like they up to something. Like, because I know at 14, 15, I was up to something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm walking around with my friends, like, I already know. You know what I'm saying? I already know what it is. I'm sorry, but I feel like that's just me being like an old man.
That I never felt the same way. I just never categorized it as being shaky around them.
No,
I just be aware.
It's like they just like herds of teenagers.
What y'all up to?
Right. Like, y'all could just walk into the store. I don't know, but. And
then they be sitting there just smoking weed. The next thing you know, you hear pop, pop, pop somewhere, and it's like, I thought they was just standing there.
Right. And hopefully they still standing there.
You know? That's
so I can definitely.
I felt you on that one.
So, influences. I know you kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. What were like some of your influences like growing up, as far as like your creative, like direction? Yeah. What were actually better yet, as a dancer? Do you have like favorite dancers or choreographers?
Oh my God, yes. Martha Graham and Alvin Ailey.
Okay.
The most beautiful choreography I've ever seen and done, performed myself. Like, it's inspiring. Like I said, it makes you, the dance moves speak to you. You don't, there's no words in the music. There's probably like one or two songs in Alvin Ailey that you'll hear that might be like a gospel song or something, so you do hear the words. But the movements itself speak to you, especially Martha Graham is what I'm thinking about right now. Martha Graham, she has, and a few rappers actually used her choreography, not all of it, but there's a thing that she always did with a blanket. And it started off to be a blanket, but she said when she started doing the performance, you know, as a dancer, you can't have dangly stuff on the stage, so she had to get like this thing that fit over her like a scrunchie. And it looked like she was in a blanket, and the whole time she's just doing movements in this blanket. And this started out with her, I believe she said she was going through depression, going through something, and she just came up with this. Like, she was in the blanket and doing some movements, and the exertion and the stretches that her limbs were doing, it was just so captivating. And like I said, the movement, you have to see it. Like, I can't even tell you what because everybody, like I said, will have their own story or feeling behind it. Like in music, you might get a different part of the story than somebody else is getting when you're listening to the music, because you can relate to that part only. But Martha Graham, yes, my top one best choreographer. I love her choreography, and it's mostly modern, classic, but it's good fucking music. I mean, good movements. Sorry, I said music, movements. And Alvin Ailey, of course. Like, I don't know if you are a dancer or love dance or love the art of dance.
I feel like every black person should be familiar with Alvin Ailey. Like, to be honest,
you better know who the hell
everybody should
know who it is. You better, and you better have seen some. You could go online right now and get a glimpse of something that they've done. You know, it's great choreography, and it's a lot of black people. So go check it out.
And I think that's the dope thing. Like I said, growing up and going to a performing arts school, I know we did have that, you know what I'm saying, some of those chances. And it's really that exposure to the arts. That kind of,
I loved being in a performing arts,
because you appreciate the art that much more. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it was for me. It was not only because I was in choir, and it wasn't by choice. Because I was about to flunk out of the high school that I was in, and my aunt was the teacher at the other school, so basically I got transferred there because, you know what I'm saying, it was a whole thing. But even with that happening, exactly, because I mean, I learned music theory. I have an appreciation, a super like deep down appreciation for jazz chords and like accidentals and stuff like that. But like, of course, a lot of that stuff like I learned, you know, being in those environments. But even down to like, you know, the woodwind instruments and you know, like the band and all that, because of course you like, you know, you have your art classes, but then you got your academic classes. So you know, of course you're gonna be, you know, in those classes with everybody from every, you know, every major. So it's like, you know, of course these people are my friends, and it's like, but it's just kind of seeing like the different disciplines, you know what I'm saying, and really kind of understanding like the work that goes into it. It's a beautiful thing, man. And when I say like fame, and I know a lot of people have seen that movie, like that's really what it felt like. Like you could be walking down the hallway, and you know we working on the piece that we got to work on for the next class. So you got people walking down the hallway singing, harmonizing. You got people that are practicing, you know, their dance routines. You know what I'm saying, in the
people
dance.
Looking at their artwork.
Exactly, or you know what I'm saying, trying to finish up whatever sketch they had to do for the class. Like it's just, and it was. I think that's something like, I mean, I appreciated it to a certain extent then, but I appreciate it so much more now. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, like you realize the hard work that goes into it, man. Like it's a beautiful thing, man. That's why I appreciate, like, you know, people like you, artists that are actually like kind of taking the time in the love and the care, you know what I'm saying, to get what it is that they want to say across. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is, it's a beautiful thing, man. Like, and I feel like, you know, it makes me happy. It does.
Because it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Definitely a beautiful thing. So we have dancer. All right. So you mentioned a couple of your favorite choreographers. And you said you paint as well.
Yes, I do.
So do you have like favorite painter?
Picasso.
Okay.
I love Picasso. My release party, you saw I had the Picasso shirt on. I love Picasso. When I first started doing art in school. Mind you, I started doing it in elementary school. It wasn't a performing arts school, but we had an art teacher that was very artsy. Like, you know how you see in the movies, they dress like you know how the
like
art teachers
hippies.
dress? Yeah. And she had this big poofy hair. She was, I think,
A
Italian.
lot of browns and greens.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
always had clay or something on her fingers and stuff. But she was just so down to earth and hippie.
I think it was a lot of art teachers
Yeah,
like that.
right?
Like, that's wild. Shout out to Mr. Peterson.
Shout out to Miss Block. Her name was Miss Block. But she did this whole thing on Picasso, and we were doing like different pieces from him, and I was just like, this is so interesting, like how this man put and I love colors. So when I seen stuff with all the colors, I'm like, he could just put all these pieces and shapes and things together, and it turned out into something so beautiful. But if you didn't have an eye for art, you wouldn't understand it. You would just be like, what the fuck is this man?
Because even like down to like
the
the right, but it's down to like, I guess like the technique that he used. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's, of course, that was like his signature like style, but like
it was different.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so dope. Yeah,
it's like, wow,
you
can't.
can't.
That?
How can you? I don't know. I feel like it's certain stuff. Like, how do you not like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with you that you don't? You know what I'm saying? It's not doing anything for you.
Like, you didn't make it feel some type of way.
Because that's why I think it's weird. Like, you do have some people who don't listen to music.
Yeah.
And maybe it's me, because I feel like I listen to music a little bit differently. Like, I'm always listening to like the background stuff. Like, bass lines are my favorite. Like, and it's been so many songs where I'm almost isolating the bass line in my head just to kind of see, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody said to me, like, damn, you ain't hear the song? You just heard the hi-hat? I said, yeah, that shit sounded good.
Right, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, though. It's those little things that make a difference in the song. And you know what I'm saying? And once again, going back to high school, and even like growing up, you know, playing instruments and kind of singing in the choir and stuff like that, I gained a better appreciation for music and just like the intricacies of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been in so many classes where, you know, we could take a song and, you know, we remix it or, you know, kind of like, but it's the process of that, and just kind of like the little things that kind of happen, you know what I'm saying, the nuances and all that kind of happen like in that. Like, I always love that. And that's why, I don't know, I music, man, like music and art and
music is life. Music
everything.
Is everything.
That shit is everything, man. So speaking of music, so art, we're gonna do real quick, because I will sit here and talk all day, and we definitely need to go ahead and take a quick break. So what we're gonna go ahead and gas up this bus real quick. We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back. Actually, we'll be back in about 2 minutes, because I'm about to play. I need back up from the mic a little bit. Are you good?
I was like, what is that?
We're about to go ahead and take a quick break. We're gonna go ahead and gas up this bus, and if y'all know, premium petrol only. We'll be right back. This is the Bus Stop, Big Time Radio Network. Oh, okay. Are we not? Let's see. You need to see if it's still raining, because I'm definitely ready to smoke.
Yes, me too.
Oh, okay. So, with that being said, I gotta rock a couple joints. Let me get that Leo Randall in. So we're gonna do. We need to take a short break, and I can go ahead and get this smoking section going. Step out and smoke. Oh no. What is that playing on?
On this.
I'm saying I'm trying to figure out. This is playing from somewhere, and I don't know where.
An open window.
And I don't know what it is.
Go to YouTube. Did you close YouTube?
No, it's shit. I just hope this shit's playing on the air. But I really don't know what it's playing on. I really don't. Because it's not playing on... Alright. I know what I'm about to do. Alright, so now I can do this. So what is that playing on? What the fuck? And we are back, y'all. I'm actually having a little bit of technical difficulty, but until then, we're gonna go ahead and sit here and talk until this joint comes back up. Hopefully, y'all can hear us. So we are still in studio with the homie Paris Taylor. Still in here chilling. Of course, we still got the YouTube going, so y'all can still see us there. And hopefully, this will be back up in just a moment. But actually, what we're going to do once we kind of get this going is go ahead and take that good smoke break. It's going to be the smoking section. So, make sure y'all are rolled up and ready to go. And we will... There we go. There we go. Sorry, y'all. This is big time. I was about to say lunchtime. This is the Bus Stop Big Time Radio Network. So what we're going to go ahead and do is, excuse me, since we are back, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Hold up. Dylan Cooper.
Oh, yeah. State elevation? You want to stay for that one?
No, go ahead. Go to your break. I got something. Go ahead.
All right. So, I'm actually going to hit y'all with some Leo Randall. And if y'all remember, I was talking about him last week. Let me tell you, just in case you didn't catch the story. So, I was in Colonial Heights, and I needed to go to Wawa because it was hot. I wanted to get some water. I go inside, come back out, and there's a dude outside selling CDs. Mm-hmm. I saw him. I'm like, you know what? Before you even ask me to come up, I'm like, yeah, let me see what you got.
Is he short and light skinned?
No.
Go ahead.
Dark skinned dude. So I'm like, he's kind of like, giving me his whole pitch. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of music that I make. Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, bet. And what I do with CDs, because it was an actual CD, mm-hmm. and he is on all streaming platforms, wherever you stream music, definitely check him out. But I sat there, and I played like the first 30 seconds, and I got back out of my car, and I dapped him up. I'm like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like this is what it is. So I'm gonna start y'all off with some Leo Randall, and we're gonna go ahead and get to this smoking mix real quick. So if y'all have not rolled up by now, I'm going to give y'all about 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Because y'all know after this Leo Randall, we got that good Mick Jenkins featuring Ebony. So make sure y'all are doing what? Hydrating, being responsible adults. So make sure you got your water. So we're going to hit y'all with some Leo Randall, okay. Mick Jenkins featuring Ebony, Drink More Water. Follow that up with some Dylan Cooper. And I'm going to come back with some Mick Jenkins, Purple Snowflakes, and some Bridgman Love with some fucking dough, Johnny Ray, Spaceships and Southside. This is the Bus Stop, Big Time Radio Network.
I went to school with Dylan Cooper.
Oh, word?
Yeah. That's why I was like, wait, what? Dylan Cooper? And he's going by his freaking real
Oh, yeah, and that State Elevation shit is dope, too.
Huh?
I said that song is dope.
What? Hold up. Do I even still... Yo, what? Small world. Hold on, I gotta call my bestie. I'm sorry, can I?
Yeah, you good.
Bitch. He know Dylan Cooper song on here. But I remember when he was going through a lot in high school, and he used to play the guitar. He was very much talented in high school. Very much talented. He was doing the drums. He was doing the guitar. He was doing the singing. He was doing the rapping. He was doing the dancing. He was doing everything. But he was a player with the girls. I used to be loving hip hop in the lunchroom every day. The girls fighting over him. They was taller than him too, cause he's short. That's why I was like, let me see. I'm proud of him. That's what's up. He's still on the move. That is what's the fuck up.
Yeah, that's I found this shit like just
This is tight.
Apple Music, like you know what I'm saying? Because of course, like that's what I love about like streaming services. Because there's a lot of artists that I love now that I've kind of ran into, I guess, because of the algorithm, essentially.
Right.
And this shit's been great, man.
Okay, Dylan.
Yeah, he definitely killed this shit too.
I was trying to tag him just now. Let me see. I'm gonna send it to him. Thank you guys.
Yeah, he definitely killed this shit. Like this top to bottom. Like I'm a fan. This is one of them songs. Like this shit is in my smoking playlist.
I got you. Me and him gotta reconnect. This is hard. And he was working hard in high school, so I'm very proud of him.
That's what's up. Shout out to Dylan Cooper.
State of Elevation, Dylan Cooper, bro. This shit is tight. He said it's on Apple, so check it out. Hey, Dylan, you in here? What's up? I'm listening to your song right now on a Big Time Radio Network in Richmond, Virginia.
What up, though?
Yes.
What up, though? Good shit, bro.
What's up, Dylan? That's
good
State of
shit, bro.
Elevation song. This shit is
fire.
What is up, Dylan? Cause we ain't talked to each other since high school. What's up?
That's what's up. Damn, that's what's up.
What up, bruh? Inbox me. We gotta talk some music.
Girl, and her name is Mary Jane. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, Meech? What up, though, VA Skates? We in here. It's the Bus Stop, Big Time Radio Network. Your boy, Bus Driver. Got Paris Taylor in the building. Dope ass interview, dope ass vibes as always.
Yes, you gotta tap in with me and your new stuff. Like, inbox me right now so that when I'm done with this radio interview, we gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk. You did a great job. I'm proud of you. Like, I'm really proud of you. Like, you've been working on music for a long, long, long time. Since I was a dancer.
I do virtual interviews too. Just putting that out there.
Yes. And they're open to giving you an interview. You want to come out here and get an interview done?
Or if you can't get out, even if you can't make it out here, man, we can do virtual. We can do video. Like, that shit works too.
Of course, always spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. That's okay. That's crazy how he popped in, right?
I like that. That shit is dope. That's real dope.
Yes.
That's wild, man. That's the thing. Like, I always want to say small world, but it's a small community in the things that you do.
Oh yeah, it is.
And I think that shit is wild. Damn, that shit is wild.
I bet I'm gonna look for your message.
And that's one of my favorite songs. Like, that nigga kills that shit, man.
Yes, manifesting, sis. Manifesting. We were just talking about that.
No kissing. Okay. Yeah.
This song is alive.
It's audio push. Like they done made some dope ass fucking songs. I forgot what their name was before, but these things came out like early 2000s and then kind of rebranded.
Oh.
But yeah, the music's fucking dope.
Oh.
I completely forgot what I was about to look for. Well, there's that. Ah, there it is. We're gonna come back after Glorilla because I kind of want to hear this song. And I do want to talk about like some like some of your favorite artists, as far as what you like influences, and then like kind of who you kind of rocking with now.
Right now?
Yeah. So we can get into that when we come back. Because Glorilla, like, FNF, I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I was like, all right, like, solid follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Glow, I fucking love this song.
Me
like
too.
I'm a fan. Like,
That
because
is
it's
my
like, because
song
it's
right there.
like certain songs. I'm like, all right, all right, that's cool. That's what's up. But her shit just got progressively like better.
Every time.
And I'm like,
each
okay,
time.
like,
Especially
I'm a fan.
after her meeting up with Meg Thee Stallion, I feel like
Mhm.
she's gotten more into herself, like, and she's more sensual, and she got the little softness to her, but she still got that roughness to
oh
her.
yeah, hell yeah.
And she's delivering that music to you.
And the fucking bar, like, I can't. It's like one of them artists. Like, it's like as a hip hop head, like you want to be mad,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't be mad.
Be mad.
You cannot, like, you really can't be mad. And I'm not mad. Like, Ice Spice, like, nah, I'm good. Like, Glorilla shitting on her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need, and I like that, though. I definitely like that. I am not mad at all. Like I said, it's just, it's the follow-ups. Like I said, FNF, I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit going viral or whatever.
First I was like,
But how you gonna follow up with that? And then
Yeah.
tomorrow, like, that beat, like, that shit is just fucking dark and, like,
I love the beat. I love
Man.
the I love the message.
the whole shit.
That
The whole
whole
shit, top to
is
bottom.
hard.
Definitely did her thing on that one. And I've seen her perform live, and like that shit was dope. Like I like to make a list of, and really my wife started this shit, but like making a list of like everybody we've seen in concert live, and I'm going back to like,
Because some people don't perform live well.
I've seen a majority of my favorite artists live in concert. When I say a majority, like I would say maybe like 4 or 5 at the most that I haven't seen. Because it's like a lot of concerts I catch for like the low, so I might be paying at the most with a festival to be like $300-$400, but like just going to a concert maybe like $40-$50 at the most. And those are some of the, like, it was one show, this group Taking the Bangers. They performed in Richmond year before last.
Mm-hmm.
The tickets after tax were $12.50. $12.50.
Okay, I'm gonna say, wait, hold up. What you
One of
mean?
the best concerts I've ever been to, like,
Okay.
period. And I've been to, like I said, I've been to a lot of joints. One of the best concerts I've ever, like, the whole shit was a vibe, top to bottom. And that's the thing, what I love about going to concerts, especially with my favorite artists, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to hear at least a majority of my favorite songs performed live.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit hits different, like...
Different every time when it's live.
You hear it...
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? Streaming, you hear it on the album, but, like, hearing that shit live, like, that is a completely different experience. Completely different.
Facts. I've heard... I was trying to count while you were talking, but I wanted to listen to what you were saying. I was like, how many people that I see live that I like? I've seen quite a handful of my favorite artists. There are a lot more that I would like to go see.
Mm-hmm.
But one person that I was disappointed in when I was younger was Bobby Valentino.
Really?
He was hot. Yeah, he disappointed me. Because he didn't sing good. I don't know, maybe he was sick that day. Or
like, nigga, did you have a cold? Like, what was going on? Because
horrible.
This is not where it's at, sir.
We all was like, boo. Like, yeah.
Nah, boo the nigga. Damn.
He was singing the song. What was the one with the butterfly tattoo?
Slow Down.
Man.
And that shit was a fucking vibe when it came out, too.
It up live.
Damn. And see, and then with that, like, do you hear those songs differently, like, seeing the nigga live and, like, him doing terribly?
Mm-hmm. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Nigga, are you all right? Did they give you some tea today?
Yeah, that's, damn, that's rough.
Oh.
But, yeah, shit, I've seen J. Cole 3 times.
J. Cole, I saw J. Cole once just because I was working his concert.
And amazing concerts. Like, amazing concerts.
He leave the room with good energy.
And I can see that. Like, that's what I like. Like, you can see that from, like, interviews and stuff like that. That's one thing I do. I watch a lot of interviews. And because I do like to... It's really with what I do now. Like, trying to get inside the heads of artists, for real.
Exactly.
And, like, I can tell from interviews, like, you know, he seems like a genuine dude. You know what I'm saying? And I can definitely rock with that. I think that's why a lot of people like him like that.
He is who he presents himself to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, I only got to attend his concert because I was working there, and I think I was having a bad day that day. I think I can't remember, my grandfather had passed away not too long ago, around that time, and I just, I didn't know my face was frowning, but I was frowning, and he came through my security line because I was working backstage, the back door, and this is around Lil Wayne came too. We had to send his ass back to his bus because he coming in there with plastic bullets and shit, thinking nobody gonna say something. But he came in there and he looked at me and he passed me. He came back and he was like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Taylor." Give him my government, Taylor. And he was like, when I finish performing, I expect to see a smile on your face. He was like, "I'm not going to even expect that. I just know there's going to be a smile on your face." So I was like, okay. He's like, "You need to have a better day." And he came back off that stage and he definitely was looking to see what my face was looking like.
But that's the thing though. Like, it's that. Was he thinking about? First of all, one of my first thoughts would be, was he thinking about this shit his whole performance?
Right, like, did he think about that the whole performance?
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, but even like that after, all right, I'm done. I've done my job. I really don't have to do that. I really don't have to give a fuck, for real.
He didn't have to come
I don't have to.
That's what made me feel special.
And that's an artist that oh shit. Let me we coming back. Yeah. And that concludes the smoking session. That was Glorilla. This is really loud. I got y'all. Yeah, and we were just talking, and hopefully y'all are also tuned into YouTube as well, because with that, like, you kind of catch a lot of the good background stuff, the good behind the scenes conversation. Excuse me. But like, Glorilla, that's kind of we kind of spiraled into a couple different things, kind of starting off there. That song, and I was saying off air, starting with "Fuck Nigga Free," I was like, all right, cool. Then she followed up with "Tomorrow," and I'm like, yo, this shit go. And then Glow. I wish I could fit my name in there some kind of way, just so it would work in the song, because I love like the progression and like it's progression and consistency.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I think is incredibly dope. See, that's why y'all gotta tune into the YouTube. I hope y'all.
We gotta go back.
You know what I'm saying? Because because it's hard to recreate those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because it definitely happens in a moment. But y'all make sure y'all see YouTube. Y'all gotta stay tuned in to the Instagram. Hopefully y'all are following real quick because we are gonna go over this before you leave. But let people know where to follow you because I know that you're live now. So you know if they do want to go ahead and hop on the live now, let people know where to follow you on Instagram and all that good stuff.
Okay, so hello. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we in here.
All right, you can follow me on Instagram at Thim. That's THIM as in mother, SLICK _ Ms. That's MZ.Paris on Instagram, and on Facebook it's Paris Taylor, and you can find me on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Everything else you want to look me up, you can find it. Just put Paris Taylor.
So yeah, make sure y'all check her out. Like I said, I'm sure I don't know if you still live on Instagram now. So y'all go ahead and send them a good friend request and hop on there. You know what I'm saying, and let her know what you think of the music and this dope ass interview. So influences. That is something I definitely want to get into. What were some of the artists that you kind of listened to growing up? And who kind of like I guess kind of helped shape like your musical taste and musical direction.
I would say Aaliyah. Aaliyah and...
Shout out to Brooklyn and Detroit. What up, though?
Yes. Who else? Aaliyah. I'm trying to think of the real inspiration I still think of to now is her, Missy, Busta.
Shout out to Missy.
Fab. Fabulous.
L-O-U-S.
Right.
Fabolos. You know what I'm saying? It's not fabulous. It's Fabolos. You know what I'm saying? Get it right. Loso.
Who else? Biggie, of course. You can't forget B.I.G. Rest in peace. What else, man? Lil' Kim. A little sprinkle of Lil' Kim. A little sprinkle.
All right. So you see, since you mentioned Missy, do you have like a favorite like Missy project or Missy song?
Oh shit, she's just so dope. She's so freaking dope. Like I look up to her like, oh, like when you see her faces like that, it's like, oh, like she's just the goddess of music, of instrument, of movement, of inspiration, of just everything. She gets you moving and inspired. Like I used to see her videos and be like, yeah, I could do that too. I'm going to do that too. I could do this. I could do that.
And that's kind of something I was actually about to kind of get into, which is I think is so dope. Is that how other artists inspire other artists?
Yeah.
And because it was something I watched. Oh God, this was a while ago, but like with Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him making kind of like some of the ad-libs and some of the sounds that he makes and, you know what I'm saying, in some of his songs. That was because of him listening to Missy. And, you know what I'm saying, basically, I think that's the beauty of art and what a lot of artists do. They make it okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my favorite, this is a Pharrell interview from like 10 plus years ago. Tyler, the Creator, is one of my favorite artists.
I used to like him. I don't know what happened.
It's I'm telling you, the last, like, Call Me If You Get Lost, fire. Igor was fire. But with that, basically Pharrell was like, Tyler is the kid that I made music for, and of course not him specifically, but the kid where it's like, yo, I'm listening to this and it's okay for me to want to play this instrument, or it's okay for me to want to be myself, or it's okay for me to want to dye my hair purple if I want to. It's okay for, like, you know what I'm saying, and in that, like, I think it's a beautiful thing knowing that artists inspire other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have artists that have won, X amount of awards and, have all these accolades and all that other stuff. They fan out to art, you know what I'm saying, to an artist that we might not even know.
Yeah, and then you be like, damn, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's so. I'm a fan of your favorite artist. You dig, like. And that's, and I don't know, we were talking when we were outside, like my I can't even say little sister, my younger sister, she's a musician. Yeah. And I know she's showed me text messages and screenshots of some of my favorite artists hitting her like, yo, I need you on this project. You know what I'm saying? Or you ready to get in the studio? Are you ready to work?
That's dope.
And it's you know what I'm saying? It's those people where it's like to put it plainly, I love this. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a singer. This is why I admire people like you who actually have the courage to do it. You know what I'm saying? The willingness to be vulnerable, to put whatever it is that you have going on wax and to share it with the world.
Right.
That is, it's an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and even with that, so like, what is your? I know you kind of draw your material kind of from what you have going on. What is your creative process like? Like, is it like you have like a certain thing that you kind of do, or is it just kind of when it hits you just kind of sit down and write, or like how does that work for you?
It's kind of like you said, like it's kind of all over the place, but in an organized way.
Okay.
Because,
Organized confusion.
I'm not gonna write unless I'm feeling to write.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to just put any. I'm gonna go with how my emotions tell me to go at the moment. Like, okay, boom. If I hear a word and I'm like, oh shoot, I could make a whole song out of that. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit there and make a poem out of it, or I'm gonna go find a beat and listen and try to feel what I can get from it. And then from there, maybe 2 days later, I'll have a song. Or maybe some hours later, I'll have a whole song put together.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much anything around me, anything I see, feel, touch, taste, can inspire me at the moment.
Okay, I like that. And all right, so I do follow you on Instagram because you are friends and shit. And I know that you recently did like leave the country, but it also looked like you were working on some music during that span of you kind of like being gone. Can you kind of tell me? And I know what I'm saying, if it's something that's unreleased, I definitely understand it. But kind of like, what was that process like?
Ooh, it's still going. The process was dope. Like, as far as the experience going to record the song, like when the person sent me the beat, I was like, this is different. This is something that nobody ever heard Paris do or would expect me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what's everybody listening to right now. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and jump on it. So I was like, all right, well, it works out. I'm gonna be in New York with family, so let me go ahead and link up with this artist, and let's do this collab. And it's unreleased. We're waiting to proceed to mix and master and
So I'm putting you on the spot.
get the video stuff together.
I'm about to put you on the spot. So when you're ready to release it,
you'll be the first to get it.
This is the spot. Y'all heard that. So her next joint coming, we're gonna get the exclusive release on the bus stop.
Yes.
So y'all definitely stay tuned for that. Definitely stay tuned for that. So have you had like a favorite studio session? Like, or is it like a studio session that kind of like sticks out like in your mind?
When you said that, I went right back. Shout out to my sis Touch. I'm gonna have to tag you because I don't know if you on, Cali time. She be doing a whole bunch of different stuff, and she's probably enjoying the weather right now.
Mm-hmm.
But studio time with her was just lovely. It was just comfortable, and shout out to Peter too, the engineer. He's the one that's been helping me with Joker as well too. He's made it a comfortable experience, I can say, along with being with her.
Mm-hmm.
We made a whole mixtape together, which I did send a song to you that she and I are featuring together on. I don't remember which one it was, but
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
But yeah, our songs always were dope. It was always, I never had to like, of course we smoke, of course we gotta smoke,
Mm-hmm.
but I never like really had to smoke to enjoy the session, the studio session, because sometimes I find myself like, even with the new collaboration I did,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, fuck this, I don't know these people like that, I gotta smoke.
Just to kind of relax yourself and get in the
relax
vibe.
myself and get the vibe a little bit, so I can, get my spiritual antennas to feel the vibe. But it was always a great vibe. High, not high. We laughed, we had fun, and sometimes we ended up recording like 3-4 songs in one freaking night. So I mean, that's what I like to do. I like sitting there listening to beats and let's write some music.
So do you kind of do you feel like you feed off of like what other people are doing, or is it just kind of?
Yes, I'm very sensitive to vibration. So like, whatever energy is in the room at the moment, that's what I'm gonna give back.
I can dig that. Okay, because that's one thing. Like I think I put this shit. What was that? Yesterday. Huh? But it's like the one verse that I wrote. It was from like it was the vibe in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of see what direction that we were going in, and honestly, this was. I'm pretty sure I was early 20s when I wrote this. But it's just kind of like I love being in the studio. Even if I'm not doing anything, even if, you know what I'm saying, I'm just kind of like sitting and observing. It's just the vibe. Because it's the vibe, it's the energy of creativity and like just kind of being in those spaces. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had the chance to do that, you know, with a couple different artists. Shout out to my brother Slim Collier. Shout out to Yoshi. Just kind of hearing and seeing something being built. I think that's really what it is, where it's like, you know, that it started from, you know, even hearing a beat being made and then knowing that, you know what I'm saying, hearing that beat being used,
and
like,
finally hear it, you be like, damn, that shit.
Because I was like, it's being there and like that whole process of, nah, that's not gonna work. Let me go ahead and see what this is gonna do. Oh well, damn, that works. All right, well, I'm gonna do this. It's the I love seeing that process of it being built. Cause that's one thing. Like I wish for so many like classic songs that, you know, that we know from like the 70s, 80s and stuff like that. I do to a certain extent wish that we had the technology that we have now. Cause those recording sessions, I would want to know what that was like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when Jimi Hendrix wrote Purple Haze and they were sitting in the studio. Like I want to know, you know what I'm saying? Like what was that vibe?
Hard as hell,
and high as a bitch in there. Like, yes. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
But they probably was vibing. They probably was grooving with each other, drinking, smoking, whatever.
Popping whatever they was popping, like, you know. But it's just, I think for me, once again, as a fan, it's just, I appreciate.
You would have liked to be there to know what the vibe was really like.
And then it's like, I like to know, like, well, damn, when you hop out the booth, did you know that was one of them ones?
Like watching behind the scenes.
Yes.
It's like, oh my, I love documentaries. How you felt, how you was
thinking. Because I don't know if you've seen it. And I actually have to watch the third part of it. But Genius, the Kanye West documentary.
No, I caught a little glimpse of it. I gotta go back to it. Let
me tell you, I've heard the stories before, but I understand to a certain extent, and he's kind of gone off the rails with some stuff. But why Kanye is the way that he is, because he's like, bro, yeah, I do these beats, but I can rap too. I'm dope. I'm dope. People's like, nah, just stick to the beats, nigga. Like, you good, bro? I'm dope. And you drop College Dropout. And you winning Grammys off of that shit. And it's kind of like, bro, I told you. I've been telling y'all motherfuckers that this is what I do.
And that's why he, like you said, that's why he is the way he is.
And I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. Like, I'm not mad at that at all.
I tell people, I say, I miss the old Kanye, yes. But it's a reason why he is the way he is.
And that arrogance is... Because it's like, if I'm telling you I'm good at something, and you keep pushing me to the side, and then when y'all really see that I'm good at what I said I was good at... And
that's how I felt with my family at one point, too. Like, not my whole family, like some family members. I'm like, nah, fuck this. I know how to dance. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. And I'm going to show y'all I know how to do all of these motherfuckers.
and I think the most important thing in that is having, like, that faith in yourself.
Yeah.
Because I kind of had to explain a post that I made recently to a certain extent. And it wasn't, you know, like with any like malice or anything like that. I put it out there. So my pops commented on the post that I made, and I was smoking, and he was like, you know, basically, you know, future jobs, you know, they may be looking at that, you know, And it's like I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, with what I'm doing right now, I don't plan on, and this is my plan A, having to do that, having to worry about somebody going through my social media and saying, oh, but he was smoking this, so we can't hire him. Because I don't, because what I'm doing right now, the conversations that we're having right now, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then my thought also, and this has been my thoughts for years, if that's if something like that is an issue for me to not work at wherever I'm trying to work at, I don't need to be working there.
Exactly.
Because that's more indicative of the culture and the attitude that's going to be like, yeah, no, I'm good on that. Because one thing I don't have is time for the bullshit. That's one thing I don't have. Time for bullshit. Like,
weed is going to help me.
And, you know, and that's what people don't understand. Like, the job that I currently work is in customer service. Oh, well, how are you so nice at this, 6 o'clock in the morning? Well, before I come in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and do that and chill out and scroll for a minute so I can get my mind together to deal with the bullshit that y'all got coming.
Exactly.
Please and thank you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's is having that faith in yourself. Because that's one thing I can say, like, and it hasn't been easy. There are people who push me, but it's also like, yo, having those moments and realizations of, I'm good at this, and I know that I'm good at this. When was that moment for you? And honestly, in either dance or in your painting or in your music or all three of those, like, what did you ever have like that? Like, I'm nice.
The dance. I realized that I was good at dance when my family members used to catch me in my room choreographing things on my own. And it was just like, you really like this dancing thing. Like, you inspired to do something with this sometime in your life? And I was like, yeah. And people started paying me to come to, like, birthday parties for older people, of course. Only older people ask for stuff like that. But, they were paying me still to come out to these birthday parties and do modern, classical, whatever they asked me to do, I would put it together and get paid and dance at their functions. And mostly at church, or people from church will, some church rent out their basement for people to have their birthday parties and get-togethers and stuff like that. It was mostly church people that was like, yo, please come do this praise dance, we'll pay you X, Y, and Z or whatever, or we really liked what you do, or they'll have their video camera out ready just to record me. And they were all like, oh, we're gonna see you on what's that show, that dance show,
so you think you can dance?
Yeah, we're gonna see you on So You Think You Could Dance. I was like, maybe, And I was like, I can do more than dance, though. Like, and my grandmother used to also be an opera singer, and she played piano, and so she was, like I said, everybody in my family had like a little piece to do with the music, because everybody was listening to their own different, and I think that had a thing to do with me choosing weird beats and doing different things than people would expect, because everybody in my house, like regular people, have different tastes and genres that they like to listen to, but it was music and you can connect to it in your own way. And I feel like you said you said something about jazz or something earlier.
I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. We took that smoke break.
I was saying in my head, like, when I was real young, though, I grew a love for jazz, just listening to the instruments play. It would give you a sense of calming, and the brain was just resting.
There is, to me, a calming freedom about jazz.
Yeah.
And one thing I appreciate with jazz is always, not always, but I feel like a lot of times you get the solos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that 1-2 minutes of the drummer just kind of, you know what I'm saying, just in his bag, just doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? Or, or you know what I'm saying, the man on the keys just kind of, like, I love those, the highlighting of the individuals, but it still works together. Like even in concerts, like I always, my favorite part in a concert, especially with a live band, and you know what I'm saying, they shouting out everybody in the band. You know what I'm saying, they get they 30 seconds to kind of, you know what I'm saying. It's just
like, oh, that's
Right, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you've been rocking all night, you've been doing your thing, and it's like, now I get to see, once again, it's more of you in your personality, and that stuff like that is what makes me a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's for real, it's little things that, as a consumer of the arts, that is, it makes, like, with you, the joint that you had with the Meek Mill sample.
Oh yeah, not your average.
I'm like, okay, like, and yeah, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That shit go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always like those. Thank you for being here, by the way. It's always those it's moments like that, man. It was like, yo, like, y'all are dope doing this shit, and like, as a fan, I gotta know how you end up doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do that.
I gotta know,
right.
man.
Like that, not your average song. It stems from a lot of different situations, and I just pieced it all together in one. Because, like I said, I was putting a message out there, like not just one message, but it was one message because it was one song.
Mm-hmm.
But just saying, you know, I'm not just because I'm nice and I'm cool, I'm not your average as typical female that you would deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I am talented. I am worthy. I am queen status. I am everything. I am destined to change your life forever if you do the right things. So the minute I see bullshit, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it.
I gotta find that joint. We're gonna have to find that one. So what I am going to do though, we're gonna hit the spot. So tell me about this one and what this song is about and all that love and goodness.
Wait, what?
The spot? Is that not the spot?
Wait, oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Come on, I catch up.
All right, so I was inspired by a movie that somebody worked on that I'm actually gonna be collabing and doing a movie with in August.
Okay.
I don't want to really talk too much about it because I got inspired by the film, and I took the situation from the film and put myself in the person's position,
Mm-hmm.
and wrote a song about claiming what's mine.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And then putting myself in my real situations where in life where I'm just like, okay, it goes back to not your average. Like, I'm not the one to mess with. I am that bitch. I move things. I make things happen. I could make, just like God, Jesus, he fed what, 5,000 with 2 fish and a loaf of bread or whatever. I will do the same. That's just me. I will make that happen. It's going to happen.
All right. So we're gonna hit y'all with the spot by Paris Taylor. Y'all check this joint out. This is the Bus Stop, Big Time Radio Network. Let's see.
I stumbled like twice. Like,
Oh no, you good.
but like it says, the realness people want anyway. I run this. I am that bitch. Is that good, that switch?
Oh yeah, I need some food.
He call me Cassie because it's how he run the money, keep it classy. He knew not to ask me. But I'm asking, put the head and the bread and the wish me to make the house some fed.
Come on. There we go. And that was the spot. Paris Taylor.
Yeah.
Definitely like that joint. Definitely like that joint.
Love spot.
So, have you had the opportunity to kind of to perform anywhere?
I have not
Okay.
in a while. I'm actually looking for some assistance.
Okay.
This is a lot to handle on my own, but I need to. That's what I'm looking into right now. I'm looking for assistance, and I'm looking into some gigs and stuff like that to get myself out there, especially out here in Richmond, since I'm living out here now.
Okay.
So, no, I don't have any shows planned.
So,
But people have been asking me, what am I going to do? So I'm looking into figuring out what I'm going to do.
because it sounds like people are ready
Interesting.
to see you live because they feeling the music. So that's what that sounds like. I mean, definitely going we're gonna work on that for you because I mean, of course, being in Richmond, we kind of plugged into a couple different places. So we definitely gonna get you on there and get a chance to get your shit out there because I mean, it's definitely dope.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying, we want to. I know I want to see some of these songs perform live because that's just I love live music.
We're gonna do a live show. No, I ain't doing no live shows yet. When I was in Cali, I was doing some live shows.
Mm-hmm.
But since well, I can say since 2018 was my last show in Cali.
Okay.
And I've had a lot of family stuff going on, so kind of distracted me from my music for a while. So I ain't really performed since then.
Okay. Well, hopefully,
It's not a ceremony.
it's 2024.
It's gonna be a lot to perform. That's all.
And that's what it is. You just stacking up the catalog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can pick and choose what it is that you want to do, and I can definitely dig that. Definitely dig that. So I do want to get into this joint, like a gorilla. Tell me about that one, cause I mean the name is tough. So you know what I'm saying? I already know that this shit gotta go.
Oh yeah, Like a Gorilla is by this girl I was working with in Oakland, California.
Okay.
And she's like my sister. I love her. Shout out to Touch. How did we come up with this song? We were sitting down, chilling in the car, smoking, and was like, hold up, let's go to the studio because somebody sent us a beat. And we just went with how the beat made us feel. And we both were feeling the same energy from it. So when we turned around and looked at each other's lyrics before we recorded, we was like, bitch, we on the same timing. Yes, let's record this. And it was an inspiration from men we were talking to at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they made us feel a little raunchy around that time. So we wanted to make them feel like, yes, baby, yes, like a submissive song, basically, like, take control, but I'm still a boss bitch at the end of the day, basically, kind of song.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a little sexy thing for the females, and the guys can listen to it too.
I mean, if you're feeling sexy, go ahead and listen to it too. All right. This is Touch in Paris, Like a Gorilla.
This is my best friend's favorite one too.
I should have got some chips or something. I don't know what I was thinking. I need some snacks in it. If y'all love me, bring me snacks. If y'all love me, bring me snacks. Oh, I gotta play this shit before I get out of here. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sis. You got like something not to keep arch like a desktop. Leave like a pussy like a ooh. Past me steady tripping. We tight, but it's something there for you gripping.
SBM. SBM. We're gonna come back. And that was Like a Gorilla Touch featuring Paris. Yeah. SBM. SBM. You know, that's that's what it is. Small booties matter. But yeah, that joint is fire though. Like I definitely like that. I definitely like that. It's and you said Oakland, so I mean, and it definitely gives like that West Coast kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And I like that.
Ugh.
Yeah, I haven't been. I gotta go to Cali, man.
Yes,
I got people
too.
out that way. I definitely gotta go to Cali because I feel like I have to experience it for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Experience both sides, the southern and the northern.
Okay.
I love the northern side.
Because I know, like, I mean, I know that's close to like Washington and like Oregon, and you know what I'm saying. I know where that's where the fire above be at too, though. But it's cold up there though. Like that's kind of. I need some, you know, the beach in December. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of where I need to be living right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to check that out. But yeah, that was the vibe though. Like I definitely like the sound. Definitely like the sound.
Thank you.
So I do want to get into one more because we were talking about this one earlier. Not your average. We just gonna get into this, y'all. Paris Taylor, not your average.
Talking about skits, right?
And see, that's the thing. Like people be kind of mad, you know, like when you do the whole video, but like at the same time, like that shit is important to the song. You know what I'm saying?
Puts you in the element.
Mm-hmm.
That was my best friend you saw earlier voice.
Mm. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I need to hear that little mouse now. God damn.
New York, where I'm from. Grind your shit, you remember the climb. Put up on me, gon' have to clap up. Got your own blessing, can't fall to Jamaican queen. Look at your mean, got a plan, come see me. No TMZ, jump on his beats. Back flippers, just like his heat. You gotta come see me. Money ain't just happy feet. Passing top, had a few flaps. Wouldn't be a boss if I fixed the boss. Ooh. What's up, Jackie, baby? How you doing?
That fucking hook, nigga. I'm sorry. Like, you fuck around, you fuck around, you fuck around with the smoke.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell you how that Meek Mill came in now. I'm gonna have to remember to tag all these people later.
And that was Not Your Average, Paris Taylor. Yeah, the Meek Mill sample. I'm about to play that little mouse in a second. That gets smoked off that dedication for. But
Yeah.
tell me, because that shit is fire to
The
me.
way
Like I love
got
that.
on there was I didn't even think of Meek Mill when I wrote the song. I forgot that he did that song. Producer I worked with, Cooler the Ruler. Shout out to him. He worked with Wu-Tang and all of them in Queens, New York. He was like, "Why don't you use the Meek Mill thing on that joint?" I said, "Let me hear how it sounds." He threw that joint on there. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, that shit was perfect. Like perfect. Like, because I don't. Yeah, that shit's perfect. Like, shout out to him for that. Cause and that's one thing. Like, people don't appreciate like producers and like engineer. Like, it's the little things that you do on songs that just in like.
Detail. And it's like, oh shit, you just made that.
It makes that much of a difference.
Meek Mill getting a little coin off of me from that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, you know, but it's like stuff like that. You know, like it definitely makes a difference, and it's kind of like to have that ear or like that vision to kind of see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that is incredibly dope, man. Incredibly dope. So, what are some of the things that you got coming up? Like, what are some of your future projects and for real, actually, who are some artists that you would love to work with? Like, what's your dream? Oh, bam, you doing a song, right? Give me a singer for the hook. You got your verse on there, so you closing the shit out. Like, you come in like, you know what I'm saying, you closing the whole shit down. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all right, yep. So a singer for the hook, and then 2 other rappers, or actually 2 other. Let's not even say rappers. 2 other artists.
Just artists. Okay.
Artists. Period.
Well, a singer, I would say Adele.
Oh, okay. Adele on the hook.
And I gotta have that FABO.
Oh, all right. Okay. Fabolos.
Oh yes, Loso. Gotta have Loso on the track. So Adele, Loso. Who else would I have? I'm thinking of a song that I'm working on currently. That's why.
I got you. Okay.
I think it would sound crazy, but Kevin Gates.
Okay. All right. So Adele on the hook. We got Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
Oh, let's say all right. So Fabulous is first verse. So Adele comes in on the hook, doing her Adele thing. You know what I'm saying, with the runs
Then I'm
and
gonna
shit.
do my little thing, and then Kevin Gates gonna end it.
Okay. I guess. Oh, all right. So here's an even better question then. Who does the beat? So we got Kevin Gates.
Funny, but I want London.
Okay, London on the track. Okay, all right.
I
Oh,
like to
okay.
feel his, and I feel like with those collaborations, and but when he knows my style and he already knows these other artists' styles, and he put that shit gonna be
Because I can tell you one of my favorite, in Urban Legend, I love that album top to bottom. One of my favorite T.I. songs is the joint with him and Young Thug, Ain't About the Money. Mm-hmm. And I know London, you know what I'm saying, he did that. That's one of my favorite. Like, I'm not a Young Thug fan like that. It's that nigga voice on that shit. Like, I love that track. Top to bottom, love that track. Mm-hmm. So yeah, all right, I can see that. I can definitely see that. That's dope. All right, so another on the track with the production, Adele on the hook, Fabolos, Faboso, and Kevin Gates. All right, so you in the middle. Okay, all right, I can see that. That would be dope. That's the first time I ever asked that question. I like that. I'm gonna have to keep that one. That's stored saved. Because I definitely like that one. Well, what I want to do, because of that sample, and it reminded me of a song I haven't heard in a while. From Not Your Average, that Meek Mill sample. Oh, yeah. They always go to Lil Mouse, dedication for Lil Wayne. Yeah. That mixtape has so many memories for me, because that's when I was actually DJing house parties in Atlanta when that shit came out, and I used to always get requests for certain songs on that, but this was actually one of my favorite joints on here, and it was crazy because like Lil Mouse was like 12 at the time or some shit like that, so the shit that this nigga talking about I thought was crazy, but I love this song, so I got to rock this joint one time, and we will be right back, I promise y'all. But this is Get Smoked, Lil Mouse, Lil Wayne. This is off the dedication for. So let me get. I'm sorry, real quick. The Dedication 2 by Lil Wayne, one of the best mixtapes to ever be released in the history of music.
Yes, the best.
He was rounding off of other people's beats, but that nigga, oh my God, killed that shit. Like, if y'all have not heard that, I don't know what rock you been under, but the Dedication 2, I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube or wherever else.
It's everywhere.
Top to bottom, no skips. The fucking little interludes are dope. We're gonna learn more about Lil Wayne in that, but like, check that shit out if y'all haven't. But this is Get Smoked, Lil Wayne featuring Lil Mouse. This is off the dedication for y'all. Check this joint out. This is the Bus Stop, Big Time Radio Network. And we keep them blowers, so please don't get smoked. Fuck around with them fuck arounds. You fuck around, get smoked. All my bitches, bro. Red bandana. I'm getting head while giving head. That's a head-on collision. Like a fire drill. Did you? Are you good?
I have a charger.
Apple charger.
Yes, please.
Gotcha. Leave me alone. Actually, it should be fire.
Did you ever remember, do you mind?
Oh, yeah.
That white rapper, what is it, Slim Jesus or something like that? Yeah. That's where I sampled the beat from. He had some beat that I just had my producer mix it. I was like, look, I want it to sound like this. But Slim Jesus did a freestyle on a beat that sounded close to what I have.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, yeah, all right. And I had just went through my domestic thing that I was telling you about. And I was tired of people trying me. Like, stop motherfucking trying me. I know I'm a sweet girl. My mom, my dad used to always say, I'm too nice. I'm too...
And I didn't realize that there was such a thing, but there's absolutely such a thing as being too nice.
Yeah, I never knew that either. And then I'm like, okay, when they started pointing out.
You have to bring it all the way over here. I got you. I appreciate it, though.
I was like, oh, shit, right here, maybe.
Please don't get slow. Don't fuck around. You fuck around, get slow. And this shit came out, damn, so that had to have been at least 2011, 10, 11, somewhere in there. I'm feeling older. I'm not feeling old, but I'm feeling older. Older. Like,
I'm old, but I'm feeling older than what I feel.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I know. I think that's the thing that's wild for me because
like you said, I know you're a little older than me too, but hold on a second. That's my alarm to remind me to write songs.
I like that.
But me and my best friend have to remind each other that we're still in our early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So life is just beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're doing is more than enough.
And I feel like it's important to like you're getting older. You don't have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Getting old, you have a choice.
Yeah.
You absolutely have a choice. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and rock this next joint, and we're gonna come back after this. Cause I love this song too. This my boy Ali Geek. Like this shit is a fucking. I want to be high and fucking riding down the highway on a warm ass day, like dead ass. This is what makes me feel like I want a bunch of weed and I would drive where the fuck ever.
Just keep driving.
Windows down and like on a cool ass night or warm ass night. Like yeah, I can do that shit.
A cool warm night.
A cool warm night. Yes.
Warm, but the cool breeze blowing.
You know, that absolutely.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. That sounds perfect. Let's go for a ride.
All right, we'll come back after this one. With this song, or I can't even say the song, it's the way he did his promotional video for the song.
Mm-hmm.
And even with that, the first time I heard it, it was him leaving out of Walmart going into the parking lot. But the way he filmed the shit, it made me want to hear the rest of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, that shit was genius, man. Like, it was just, I don't know if it was the filter or what, but it made me like, yo, it was just a whole.
He wanted you to tune in.
Yeah, like I wanted to hear the rest of the shit. I wanted to.
I've been seeing a lot of that lately. Like, okay, well, that's a good way to start off.
Mm-hmm.
Something, before doing a video or release. So that's a good way to do it.
And just in some random spot playing that shit with the right filter, like that shit would definitely do it. That shit would definitely do it.
I even seen this artist, this upcoming artist that she working her ass off. She doing some dumb shit, but she working her ass off. Amber Rose. It's a young girl.
Okay. Hold on, we about to come back. We coming back. Sorry. All right, and we are back, y'all. That was Geek for Show, Ali Geek. And if y'all have been tuned in, y'all been keeping y'all weekly ride with the bus driver. Y'all have heard that song before, and y'all have definitely seen that dope ass interview with Ali Geek. So shout out to him for sliding through to the bus stop and gifting me, blessing us with that song, because that's one of my joints, man. Like like I was just saying, like I need a couple L's rolled, you know what I'm saying? The windows down.
After listening to it, I see it.
Riding down the highway on a cool ass, warm ass summer night. Stars are kind of, you know what I'm saying? They glistening and shit, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of riding in my mind. I always see like the highway lights, you know what I'm saying? Like the little joints that be on the pole, and that's what's going by as I'm just riding and just like. It reminds me of a night in Detroit, man. I love that shit. So and that means a lot, cause you know what I'm saying. Like that reminds me of my.
Make you feel home.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That reminds me of like my early like adulthood. You know what I'm saying. Just hanging out with my people and just kind of just being outside with it. Like it's one of them joints. So shout out to him for that. Definitely that. So we are getting into this last 20 minutes or so of the show. I gotta thank you for taking this ride. It's always a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always a vibe. Definitely appreciate you sharing the music, and the stories, man. Because that's one thing. Like I always like to kind of know once again like why people would do what they do, and kind of knowing that you've not only are doing music, but you paint as well. You've been a dancer. It's just all these aspects of the arts and that creative like side of you.
Yes.
And I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you sharing that with us because I love it, man. Like I said, anybody who I have on the show, I'm a fan of, and I always like to know why people do what it is that they do, and just kind of know, all the different aspects in the hustle and the drive that you have. Not only in music, but in, I'm saying, in your business as well. Like this, it's dope to see, man. Like it's dope to see. It's kind of it's always dope to be around people like that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you.
My 80-something-year-old grandma tell me the same thing, so I must be doing something right.
I'm saying, and grandmas know, like what I'm saying, they done had their kids and then dealt with somebody else's kids, so it's like you know that they know, but
right.
it is the drive, man. Like I think that's really what it is. That's like I said, I follow you on Instagram, so it's like almost every day I'm seeing you post about your clothing line, or what I'm saying, something that you have going on, and it's just you just constantly like pushing yourself and pushing that brand. I love that. It's very very admirable, because I know like anybody who is involved in entertainment, especially in this age of social media. This shit is not easy. Like people think it's easy, but not like it's a lot of.
And that's the part that made me feel old.
Yeah, because it's a lot of easy tasks, to be honest, but it's just so many of them back to back to back to back. So it can be daunting. It can be exhausting. But I respect the hustle. I respect the grind, man. Like, cause like I said, every day, what I'm saying, I'm seeing something from you. Whether it's you reading a piece of poetry that you wrote, or what I'm saying, you pushing a video, or the clothing line, or the candles, or what I'm saying, it's just it's always something. What I'm saying, it's definitely always something.
I learned consistency is key.
Absolutely.
And I've also learned that sometimes people do be scrolling through Instagram, but you don't know if they drunk, they high, they tired, they depressed, and they don't really see what you're posting. They just passing by it because it's something to look at for the moment. Remember, sometimes when you have your downtimes, you just looking through your phone. You ain't even paying attention to really. You got other shit on your brain and you just scrolling. I've had times like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me just keep on posting and posting and posting, even if it's the same shit. I know somebody didn't see it, and it really be true because people are like, oh my god, like when did you do this, or when did you do it? Well, damn, where was you at? But then I can't be mad because so it's social media. Not a lot of people be on social media like that. They're on it, but they're not.
But they're actually engaging in all of that.
You have to get their attention for them to understand what you got going on. Like, wait, hold on, I've seen this before, but now I'm seeing the words that say da 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 da. So, yeah, consistency is key.
I can dig it. Okay, I can dig it. So I know you're working on movies.
Yes, I'm so excited.
You got some music that you're working on.
Shout out to John the Visionary.
So let's say I guess the question is, what is it that you have coming up that you can talk about?
I'm working on a movie with John West, who is in LA. Shout out to you. I met him on a red carpet when I was doing something with SETI, and SETI's who introduced me to G.
All right, shout out to SETI, man.
Yeah,
down in the A. What up, though?
SETI, Teddy Betty. But he saw me at the red carpet. He started listening to my music. He started following me, and he was like, "Well, I see some potential here. Would you like to do movies, or are you interested?" And I said, "Why not?" And he offered me a role. I don't want to say too much about the role, but I'm excited about the role. I'm very much excited about the role. It's a small role, but it's big enough.
Still a role.
It's big enough. And he's allowing me to also bring myself into the character. So I'm very much excited to start filming. It's going to be in Miami. Started filming at the end of August. And it's called Flight Risk 2.
Okay.
So keep a lookout for it. I'll be putting a post about it when we do start streaming and stuff like that. So just stay tuned. See what I'm doing every day. Just check me out. See what I'm doing.
Okay. And then once again, we gotta let them. We're gonna get into that. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and play a couple more songs, and then we're gonna get into that to make sure everybody knows where to follow you, where to listen to your music, how to purchase your products, like all of that stuff. We're gonna definitely give you the full rundown for that. But we're gonna do real quick. We're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of an artist I think I played earlier. I did play him earlier. Once again from RVA, Leo Rando. This song is Entanglements, and I'm gonna follow it up with NG if you're listening, and for people who have taken this trip with me before, y'all know y'all not getting out of the show without me playing some Little Brother. So I'm gonna hit y'all with some Leo Rando Entanglements, and I'm gonna follow that up with some Little Brother, Wish Me Well. This is the Bus Stop, Big Time Radio Network. This is one of my favorite joints that this nigga has done. I'll be right back.
I'm liking the vibe and the beat. It's like a playful, enjoy your day kind of. I hate that my phone is charging right now, so I'm gotta have it. I'm starting to I should have used this one from the beginning. Light is, I like it, but it don't look good on the other camera. It looks good on Instagram, but it don't look good on the other camera on YouTube. It's like a playful vibe.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's the joint that I bought off this nigga. Like every track is different, but it's him. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like nothing feels
He's
forced.
He's giving himself in it.
The shit fire.
Yeah, I like
Top
it.
to bottom shit fire. And that was just off of me. I needed to get something to drink, and I just so happened to run into this nigga.
Things happen for a reason, man.
Absolutely.
Bump into people for a reason. We hear things for a reason. See things for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be like, damn, you actually piece it together, you'd be like, damn, okay. Now you gotta mix it. Make something of it.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get them on. I'm working on it. Call me Ishmael. Long way home. It's gonna be the ew. How we gonna end this? Okay. will stop playing on my fucking name. Get my club away. Wish me well, look on me, son. Everybody come back. Yeah, B, nigga. And that was Wish Me Well, little brother. All right, so I do have to ask, as we about to wrap this up, we got about 15 minutes left. We about to pull back into the station. And make sure y'all niggas don't have no guts on my floor, no yak on my seat, please. I'm trying to get alpaca rugs in this motherfucker. Like, we're trying to upgrade. What do you want, like, when it's all said and done, when you decide to, well, when you have reached your goal and you decide to kind of, like, you know, just kind of chill out and retire, what do you want, like, your legacy to be, or, like, your lasting impression to be, like, on the world? I know, right? I know, right? Nobody's prepared for that one.
No. To always strive, like, to be that one person, woman, black, international, however people want to perceive me as, whomever might take my, whatever side of me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to just feel inspired every time they think about me, look at my work, listen to my work, or anything you experience with Paris Taylor will be inspiring moment, just inspiring, everything around me inspiring and positive and motivating and building, and just, I want people to be like, you know what, I want to be like Paris Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
She gave back, she didn't forget, and she kept her word. That's a person of their word.
That is definitely what's up, and that is especially in everything that you do, incredibly admirable. And I see it happening, and I think that's what's dope. Like, I definitely see it happening. And I think that is one thing for me, that is the beauty of social media, is in certain situations you see the growth, you see, like, the progress, and with, depending on who it is, you see the downsides of it as well. And I'm proud, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I haven't been following along, you know, I haven't been kind of like, but I see what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, and I think that's once again, it's very admirable, you know.
That's the important part. It doesn't matter how long you knew me, how long you've been following, you see me doing something.
Mm-hmm.
For the small little time you knew me, even if you just met me today, you're going to hear I got something down.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be like, damn, didn't she just say she was going to do that?
Yep.
I thought she was going to wait at least a day. No, I'm going to work on
right
something.
To it.
It could be small, but it's going to be something.
Getting right to it, and I love that, man. I definitely love that. All right, so please tell everybody where to follow you once again, how to get in touch with you, how to get to the music, how to get to the clothing line, the candles, like everything.
All right, well, if you go on my page at thinslick_Miss Paris, that's THIM as in mother, SLICK_MZ as in zero, .Paris. You can see in my link in my bio it says CEO of Techway Yourself. The link is right there for you to click in my bio for you to go and see my business page.
All right, I need a little bit more accent when you say that name. Can
my
I get
accent,
that?
come on.
Can I get a little bit more when you say that?
Techway Yourself.
Okay, all right, yeah, there we go. All right.
Techway Yourself. You'll find it in my bio. And damn, my accent different.
So, what part of Jamaica are you from? Right near the beach. I'm sorry.
My mom and my father are from Kingston.
Okay.
I grew up in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, not too far from Dovecot for the people that are
That's
from
crazy.
Jamaica.
My homeboy was just talking about Spanish Town.
Really?
Shout out to my homie. Yeah, it's people
shout out
from
to
Jamaica.
Spanish Town. Big up Spanish Town and Kingston.
Shout out to the homie. What up, though?
But yes.
Okay. All right. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Tune in. Follow her for everything that she has coming up. All the good video premieres and the clothing that's coming, and the candles, because the candles are dope. And then the incense too. Yeah, we got to work on that too. I'm trying to work on that good. Yeah, working on that good the bus stop scent. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the trademark for the show. So, but yeah, like I said, make sure y'all follow her. Once again, follow me on Instagram at aka Bus Driver, on TikTok at aka Bus Driver 313. I will be here tomorrow morning for lunchtime, starting at 10 a.m. So make sure y'all tune in for that. Of course, myself, G Money, and Raw all co-hosting them drinks.
That juicy stuff.
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
in.
It gets a little spicy. You know what I'm saying? A little
I be
you know.
sitting there like, ooh.
And this is man, at 11 o'clock in the morning. Like, so but yeah, definitely check that out. And just follow everybody on the network, man. We got a lot of good things coming up. So stay tapped in, tuned in. Once again, make sure y'all got y'all guts off my floor. Ain't no yak on my seat. Cause we trying to get what? Alpaca rugs in this motherfucker.
If you left your lighter, it's gone.
Hey, oh yeah, that shit mine now. Sorry. See, thank you for that. I'm adding that. Thank you. Yup. If you left your lighter, that shit gone. It's mine now. You already know how smokers do. So what I'm gonna do is hit y'all with one more joint. Oh, I haven't played this in a minute. We're gonna hit y'all with some good Dom Kennedy. So y'all, if y'all are driving, make sure y'all take your time, but take the long way home. This is Dom Kennedy. Long Way Home. This is the Bus Stop, Big Time Radio Network.